Hello everybody and welcome back to another video. Now I've got the race series here that will make you wish you took up golf instead of Zwifting as a hobby. This of course is the Tiny Race series by ZwiftInsider. Now this is actually the first time that I've done this little series, and for those of you that haven't seen it before, which I suspect won't be many of you because it's very popular, this series consists of 4 little tiny races, surprisingly, each of about 7 to 10 minutes depending on your category. And yeah, I thought I would give it a go. Now, Coach Costa and I have decided to get on with the next block of training, and that training will involve hopefully breaking through this little plateau that I've got to at the moment, and yeah, making sure that I do basically lots of VO2 training for that. Now, this series does fit really well into it because it's basically, I don't know, 7 or 8 minutes of absolute crazy intensity. And yeah, you're going to see how I get on in my very first one of these. Now, let's get on to this first race. So we're on the Hilly route reverse, and as I say, it's not a very long course at all, but you can see by the graph down the bottom that I'm absolutely, well, it's pretty red to be honest with you, meaning that I'm actually using a lot of energy. I've been at over 300 watts for the majority of this race. For some of you that might not be a lot, but for me it is pretty much into the danger zone. So here it is, the last little climb of this race, and yeah, I'm not too bad actually at the moment. Used my featherweight quite well there, and we're just coming up to this last little turn here, and I'm on for a pretty decent result to be honest with you. But yeah, this is really taking it out of me, and I am pretty much on the limit here. But you can see it's amazing VO2 max training, and it's really engaging, and that's why I really enjoyed this. So first race, 1 of 4 done, and that is a 6th position for me, not too far off the front, but a pretty high average watts there for me, 307 for, you know, pretty much 8 minutes, which is crazy. Now, literally, we have got about 2 or 3 minutes left to kind of chill out before the next race, and we're at everything Bagel now. You know, I did this in, well, I did a part of this course, well, New York, I should say, in the Zwift Racing League this week. And I was feeling absolutely horrible for this one after that first race. And yeah, I'm seeing all of these little burritos and thinking, why? Why have you chosen this power up for this race? But yeah, once again, it's still doing the job. You can see that I'm still in kind of threshold / VO2 max. But I was a little bit worried when I saw the climb come, because there was absolutely no way that I was sticking with this pack. I actually felt a little bit off at this point, a little bit sick if I'm honest with you. So I just had to back off. I couldn't do it. And you know what? It's okay for me to just kind of, you know, stop pedaling there and just regroup, because I do manage to find myself again. But in terms of having a result as of, you know, a higher finishing position that I did last time, it's not going to happen, I'm afraid. And yeah, I'm in the kind of mid 50s, late 50s, 60 position here, but you know, I'm doing my best now to build the power back up, and I know we've got one little kicker here. You know, we're just over 8 minutes in, so once again a really good little bit of VO2 max training there. But you know, in terms of a performance, that wasn't great, was it? And at the, you know, by this time here, by the time we reached the top, not very happy with that, but you know, it is what it is at the end of the day. In fact, the line was just up here. Here we go. Yeah, as I just crossed the line here. So 61st position, I believe, as I just put that up there. You know, watts-wise, 252, so actually not quite as good as my last race, which is to be expected after that kind of horrible session in that first race. But I'll tell you how I was feeling at this point. Awful. I really wasn't in a good place, but luckily the Countryside Tour, which is this race here, this is a flatter route, so I'm hoping that I'm going to be able to stay on the back of this this pack relatively easy, because it's more of a flat race. But oh, just the start of these races again was just absolutely horrible. It was just not fun at all. So thankfully I do manage to hang with this pack for a little while as I run it on here. But yeah, so the plan is for me now is to do a block of kind of VO2 training in preparation for the Tour Watopia. Costa has asked that I kind of up my training hours, you know, weekly, and he would like me to do this race series, you know, every week now leading up to the Tour Watopia, which I initially said that I was happy to do, but you know, if you were to ask me this right now during this race, I would have said no, thank you. But it's just so good for you. It's just that kind of high intensity. You've got a couple of people going off the front here. Now, in terms of the actual category, I was in, I would say, you know, a high C, low B category here. So I was kind of expecting to do better than I actually than I did in the end, which actually shows me that there are some really strong competitors. You know, over this kind of shorter 7 to 10 minute mark. Now we're just coming through to the final little bit here, and I've pretty much been in threshold for the whole of this one, and now I'm just putting down the power, hopefully for a decent result at the end of this one. But no, you know, still around the 40th position, and actually I just kind of lose the wheel there, and a few come past me at the end, so not great, you know, 44th out of 86, so pretty much the middle of the pack again. My racing score has gone up a little bit again, so 5:31, but as I say, this is all really good training, and thankfully we're now coming to the last race, which is a joy, if I'm honest. And it's another flat one, Champs-Elysees. We've got a little bit of a kicker at the end, but relatively flat again. So for me, you know, I just want to finish up as high as possible. Now, what happens at the end of these races is the points from where you finish get tallied up, and you get kind of a final position of the 4 races. Now, you have to race all 4 of the races in order to get that kind of final, or to basically qualify to kind of win the races and the actual kind of little mini series itself. So I was interested to kind of give this one my all, as it was my kind of last one of the day. And yeah, coming around here, this is actually not the longest race in the world, but I know we have got a little kick coming up in a second, so just bracing myself for impact. And yeah, just, you know, I'm doing my normal things, sticking in the main bunch. I had a ghost power up, which was pretty useless because I'm not going to trouble the front of this one, unfortunately. And here we go. It's not even really an incline, is it? I mean, 1.7% to what, 3% maybe. Just losing the wheels again. Not much I can do, I'm afraid. I'm still giving it everything I've got. But as I say, we're going to use this one as a benchmark. I'm going to do these races, you know, weekly from now on until the Tour of Watopia, and see how I can progress or not. Yeah, hopefully I'll get some progression anyway. 65th there, so not my best result. However, we're going to have a quick look at the final scores here. And as I say, you know, good at the start, good first race, and then I pretty much blew up, didn't I? There wasn't really much going on after that. So I managed to finish 34th in this particular category out of about 70. So really tough. Really tough. I actually did the chat and chill afterwards, which is a little group ride that ZwiftInsider puts on, and that was quite nice just to have a little bit of recovery afterwards. But this is a great series for building your VO2 max, and yeah, I've really, as I say, enjoyed taking part, but it's hard work. It is hard work. Anyway, thanks for watching, everyone, and I'll see you on the next one.